the fields of desolation. In a land where jagged hills pierce a sky of endless storms, their peaks shrouded in mist and menace, lay the fields of Verneth, a barren expanse of rock and dust. Once fertile, the land had withered under relentless tempests, its soil cracked like a broken heart. Amid these fields, Taryn, a sower with eyes like flint and hands worn by toil, cast seeds of wheat, her hope a flicker against the gale. The villagers of Verneth mocked her labor, their hearts hardened by famine. But Taryn sowed, driven by a promise whispered in her youth. A harvest would come. Beyond the hills, a darker presence stirred. Lucifer, the fallen one, his voice a chilling wind, weaving despair to break Taryn's resolve, as he had in Eden and would in Blackthorn, seeking to snuff out God's enduring promise. A call to sow. Taryn stood at dawn, her cloak tattered, her sack of seeds heavy on her shoulder. The fields of Verneth were a wasteland, their rocks sharp, their earth unyielding. Her father, a sower before her, had taught her to plant. His final words etched in her soul, "Sow, Taryn, for the Lord makes barren things bloom." Now, years after his death under storm's wrath, Taryn carried his mantle, her hand scattering seeds despite the villagers' scorn. "Fool," they jeered from their hovels. "The land is cursed." Her sister Lisa pleaded, "Join me in the city, Taryn. This toil is madness." A shadow crept through the fields, its voice cold. "Your seeds are dust. Abandon hope." Taryn's heart ached, her hands bleeding from thorns hidden in the soil. She knelt praying, "Lord, if this is your will, give me strength." The shadow's whispers grew sharper. "Your God forsakes you. The storms will win." Yet a memory of her father's faith, sowing through famine, steadied her, like Abraham's resolve on Moriah's ascent. Taryn sowed, her seeds a quiet defiance, her song rising above the wind, a melody of hope echoing Eli's trust in the feast of abundance. The tempest's assault, weeks turned to months, the storms of Verneth unrelenting. Lightning scarred the hills, winds tore seeds from the earth, and ravens devoured what remained. Taryn's hands bled, her body weary, yet she sowed, her sack never emptying as if blessed. The villagers, led by Gavin, a bitter elder, mocked her. "Your seeds feed birds, not men." Lisa, visiting, brought bread from the city, urging, "Come with me, this land is death." The shadow joined her, its voice a gale. "Your labor's vain. Save yourself." Taryn faltered, her eyes scanning the barren fields, her heart questioning, "Is this for nothing, Lord?" One night, as thunder roared, Taryn sheltered in a cave, her seeds clutched tight. The shadow loomed, its form a storm-reed specter. "See, Sower, your God mocks you." Tears fell, but Taryn prayed, her voice trembling, "Show me your purpose." A radiant figure appeared, its cloak glowing like dawn, shielding her from rain. "Persevere, Taryn," it whispered, "for the soil lives." The vision faded, but its warmth lingered, like the lantern's glow in the lantern of forgiveness. Taryn rose, her faith rekindled, sowing with renewed vigor, her song a shield against despair. The trials of endurance. The storms grew fiercer, hail bruising Taryn's shoulders, wind scattering her seeds. The villagers turned hostile, Gavin rallying them. "Her madness starves us." They stole her tools, burned her shelter, their fear fanned by the shadow's lies. She defies the land's curse. Taryn, alone, faced starvation, her body frail, yet her spirit held, like Rahab's faith amidst Jericho's walls. She shared her last seeds with starving child, Mira, whose eyes mirrored her own. "Why so?" Mira asked. Taryn smiled. "Because God promises a harvest." The shadow hissed, "Fool, your seeds are lost." But Mira touched, followed Taryn, scattering seed beside her, their hands united in hope. Taryn's faith wavered under the strain, her dreams haunted by barren fields. Yet she recalled the radiant figure's words, her father's promise, and the scroll of Matthew. Some seeds fell on good soil, 13:8. She prayed, "Lord, let my toil bear fruit." The shadow's fog thickened, but Taryn's song pierced it, her perseverance a beacon, like Lila's cornerstone in the Tower of Humility. The harvest dawned. Years passed, Taryn's hair graying, her hands scarred. Yet she sowed, Mira now her steadfast companion. The villagers hardened, abandoned Verneth. But Gavin lingered, his heart softening as he watched Taryn's labor. One dawn, the storms parted, a golden light breaking through. The field stirring, the rocks, once barren, sprouted green, wheat rising like a tide. Taryn fell to her knees, tears mixing with the soil, her song now a hymn of praise. Mira, weeping, embraced her, and Gavin, humbled, joined them, his hands sowing seeds he'd once despised. The harvest bloomed, golden and abundant, feeding villages far beyond Verneth. The shadow fled, its despair shattered, like Lucifer's retreat in the curse of the dark fiend. Taryn's field became a sanctuary, the villagers returning, their hovels rebuilt, their hearts alive. Mira, now a sower, sang Taryn's song, and Gavin, repentant, shared the wheat his pride dust, like Vari's humbled heart in the tower of humility. The legacy of perseverance. Verneth's fields flourished, a testament to Taryn's faith, its wheat a symbol of God's promise, like Eli's multiplied loaves. Travelers spoke of the sower who defied storms, her story reaching Blackthorn, where Mira, named for Taryn's companion, drew strength against a dark fiend. Lucifer, retreating, plotted anew, but Taryn's perseverance stood, a light no tempest could quench, pointing to a Savior's enduring kingdom. God's teaching on perseverance, as in the parable of the sower, Matthew 13, verses 1 to 23, yields fruit through steadfast faith, even in life's storms, as Jesus taught. The one who perseveres to the end will be saved, Matthew 24, verse 13. Practical applications. Daily commitment. Choose a challenge, e.g., a difficult project, and commit to one small step daily, praying for strength as Taryn sowed through storms. Encourage others. Weekly, share an encouragement with someone struggling, like Myra's aid to Taryn, reflecting God's enduring promise. Faith journal. Nightly, write one way you persevered, e.g., a kind act despite opposition, noting God's provision as Taryn saw the harvest. Connection to your stories. This parable mirrors Abraham's 3-day journey in the heart of the altar, Rahab's endurance in the fall of Jericho, and Eli's faith in the Feast of Abundance, resisting Lucifer's despair and the curse of the dark fiend. The wheat's bloom echoes a redemptive hope post the shattering of Eden, while Taryn's mercy to Mira reflects the woman at the well's transformation.
Thanks for watching. Share God's love and subscribe for daily Bible inspiration. God bless you.